हेलो फ्रेंड्स। एक नए वीडियो में आपका स्वागत है। वेलकम टू न्यू सेशन। सो टुडे द सेशन ऑन इज iQR PLC hardware. Okay, hardware detail. So in this video I will be explain about the iQR PLC hardware details. Okay, so this is the Mitsubishi PLC. So in the Mitsubishi PLC there are the different type of the PLC, means compact type PLC and modular type PLC. So today the latest version of the Mitsubishi PLC compact version is a iQR PLC. Okay, I will make also video about the iQR PLC, but today I will explain about the iQR PLC. iQR PLC is a modular type PLC. Modular type PLC means different component. For example, power supply, input output, CPU, and base jack. There are the different type of the components. Okay, so combination of all these we can make the one hardware is called the PLC. Okay, so in this section, this is the simple roadmap of Mitsubishi PLC. Okay, so it start from the 1985. Okay, so in 2026, these are the latest PLC. iQR PLC is the latest PLC in modular. So and there are number of operation you can perform using the iQR PLC, and it is also used for the large quantity. Okay, large number. It can handle the large number of handle IO. Okay, in the next slide. So you can see here the Malsec app. App means today is iQR PLC. If you have a small scale industries, means standalone application, so you can use the iQR PLC. So up to 100 IOs you can control. Okay, with remote IO, so remote IO also you can add in the iQR PLC. Okay, and main thing you want to perform the servo operation. Okay, motion operation. So servo operation you can also perform using the iQR PLC. This is the compact PLC. Okay. Then another is the L series and another is the Q series. But series is a old series. Okay. Now the latest series is iQR series. So in iQR series you can perform the all the operation require operation for the industrial automation. So you want to perform the network operation or servo operation. Okay, robot operation also you can perform using the Melsec iQR series PLC. Okay, so if you have large IOs, means large industries, number of IOs, so you can handle easily using the iQR series PLC. Okay, so these are the R CPU. Okay, so in this R CPU, uh, there are different type of the R CPU, means R04 CPU, R08 CPU, R16 CPU, R32 CPU, and R120 CPU. So this CPU is bifurcate using the number of step programming. So you can see here the program capacity of this R04 CPU is 40k steps program. Okay, so you can make a program up to 40k step. So in this step, 40k step means each and every element instruction element like NO, NC, set, reset. You can uh, you can use up to 40k steps. Okay, so if you require more memory, more programming, so you can choose according to that. Means this is 18k step, this is 160k step, this is 160k step, is 320k step. Okay, so according to that you can use the CPU. Okay, it depends on the application and number of IOs. Okay, and another is this is the another option. This option is Ethernet port option. So if you want to download upload program, so you want to go for online changes, or if you want to connect the HMI, so this port is required. Okay, so this is Ethernet port 10 base and 100 base also. Okay, so by default communication option also available. So like Syslink iFill Basic, you can perform Ethernet operation. You can perform. Okay, so number of operation you can perform without any additional module. This is the main advantage of this port. Okay, and this one is the USB port. So there are the two option. You want to download, upload, yeah, online program via the Ethernet or USB. Okay, So USB port is also available. So all the performance you can, all the function you can perform using the USB port. Means function means upload, download, online changes, etc. Okay, and this is the SD card slot. Okay, so you can insert the SD card slot, and there are the some function of the SD card. So if you want to store the device memory value, okay, you cannot increase the program capacity using the SD card, but you want to dump the memory in the SD card. You can perform database functions, so you can write the program or read the program, so you can perform using the SD card. Okay, so here one is a toggle type switch, so one is reset, run, stop. So whenever you change in the parameter, not in program, I am saying only in the parameters, that time you need to reset this CPU every time. Whenever you set means change parameter and in your software and download again to the CPU, that time only you want to reset the CPU. Okay, after that the parameter will initialize. Okay, then it should be always in run mode. Okay, for the reason, no, not for require for the program changes. Okay, only for the run changes. Okay. So this is the option for the so function, card ready, battery, okay, users, okay, p run ready. These are the LED functions. Okay, here one more function. This is the SRAM cassettes connector. Okay, extended SRAM cassettes. So what is meaning of this? So this is the uh, you can expand the device memory. Okay, so you know that there are the some registers, register, bit register, word register, double word register. So you want to increase the memory of the register, so you can use the externally cassettes. Okay, so you can add this cassette. Okay, and you can increase your memory. Okay, you cannot increase your steps memory. Okay, program capacity memory. Okay, okay. So then next. This is the some bifurcation of the CPUs. This is the R04 CPUs. Okay, so number of IO points is 4096 points. Okay, 4096 96 points you can connect in this system. This is store programming cyclic operation. Okay, a refresh IO mode, ladder diagram, structure ST, function block diagram, level programming available. Program different type of the execution means you want to initialize, scan, fix, scan, interrupt. You can perform. Okay, constants can also you can perform from 0.2 to 2000 millisecond. Okay. Okay, then program size. Okay, already I told program size. Okay, 40K, 80K, 160, 320 to 1200K. Okay, then program memory. So program memory is also change according to the CPU change. Okay, so you can see here the program memory of this R20 CPU is 4800K, and here 160K. Okay, so it's depend on the, so data memory also change. Instruction process. So instruction process time is always same for all CPU. Okay. So if you are using the one NONC contact means ladder type instruction, so the time will be 0.98 second. Okay. It is also almost same. So if you are using the move instruction or any floating type instruction or structure or for or PC mix instruction, so this execution time is same. Okay. These are same. USB 2.0 is available, Ethernet port available, SD memory card, multiple interrupt you can set, standard PID control you can use, internal database use, memory dump, data logging, real-time monitoring, security function, intermodal synchronization, SLMP communication, all function you can perform using this CPU. This is by default function. Okay. Okay. So I already explained you the programmable controller CPU equipped with the built-in USB port. Okay. One is high speed 2.0 mini B USB available, and Ethernet port 100 Mbps available. Okay, two memory options available, SRAM cassettes available, and SD memory card is available. Okay, so you can perform it. Okay, so first is about the main base unit. Okay, so means your CPU, your sorry, CPU, IOs, all are installed in the main base unit. Okay, so the CPU module, power supply module, IO module, and intelligent function module are installed in the base rack. It is available for 5, 8, and 12 module slot. So our CPU base rack are number of R3 SSB indicate number of IO slot in the rack. The further left slot is for the power supply module. Just right of the power supply, the CPU module is mounted. For multiple CPU, first slot is and successive slot are used. Okay, so first one is the hash. So how you can identify the base rack? Okay, it is rack or it is an extension base rack. So it is depend on the here. So R3 hashes B. Hashes indicate number of IO slot. How many IO slot you can configure in the base rack. Okay, so I'm just next. Okay, so this is the base rack. Okay, so this is a base rack. This is the first of the power supply and CPU, and then further slot you can use IO, any IOs. Okay, any models means you want to install here the input output module, or input output module, or motion module, or robot module, or analog output, whatever the module you can install after this CPU. But in this Mitsubishi PLC, you can use the three. You can simultaneously run three CPU at a time. Okay, so you can install three CPU, but these three CPU you want to install successively. Means first CPU here, second CPU here, and third CPU here. No any empty slot should be inside the base rack. Okay, it should be in successive slot. Okay, and then you can install any modules anywhere, no problem. If any in between any slot is empty, no problem, not an issue. Okay, but when you're using the more than one CPU, so that time you have to take care about this. Okay, so this is the slot. This is the slot means this is the main base unit, but you want to you want to add another unit means extension units, so you can use this. So using the cable, you can connect the extension base rack also. Okay, so this is the type of slope. R35B means 5 number of IOs. You can install only 5 number of IO. 5 number of IO means not only input output, all means if you want to attach the means what motion module, servo module, or any digital input output module, analog input output module, so 5 module you can install. In R32 8B 8 module, and R312 12 modules. Okay, and this is the D-rail adapter model, so you can install easily. And internal current consumption capacity is vary according to the model 0.58, 0.78, and 0.88. Okay, mounting is screw mounting. This is the height, width, and depth. Okay, and this is the weight. Okay, so this is the main base unit. Okay, so R has B. B means main base unit. Okay, oh sorry, R3 is a main base unit. R3 is a main base unit, and extension base unit. Extension base unit means what? You want to extend the IO without the CPU. You want to use only the one CPU in the main base rack, and that you can extend your IOs. Okay, so the extension rack are available 5, 8, and 12 module slot. RCPU extension rack and number of with the R6 SSB. Okay, hashes indicate no number of IO slot in the rack. Single PLC can handle up to 7 extension rack. One PLC. Okay. The extension level setting for the extension base unit and RQ extension unit is not required, because the extension level up automatically and ordered near from the main base unit, and the setting cannot be changed arbitrarily. Okay, so in this, no any settings is required for the extension base unit. This is the extension unit 1, is extension unit 2, not required. Okay, it is automatically defined. Okay, so this is the extension base unit. So R65B, R68B, R612B. Okay, 5, 6, 8. Here, no any CPU installation option, because this is the extension base unit, only the power supply, and then you can install the number of IOs. Okay, that's it. And this is the input cable from the main CPU, main base rack. And if you want to extend further extension module, so you can connect and install the next. Otherwise you can install the jumper cable. Okay. Okay. So there are cable also required. Okay. So this is the cable name RC06B, RC12B, RC30B, RC50B. Okay. 0.6 meter, 1.2 meter, 3.0 meter, and 5 meter. So according to your length, you can choose the this cable length. Okay. Then RQ extension based unit. So RQ extension actually, if you have any Q type series module and you want to add this module in iQR series, so that time you can use RQ extension based unit. Otherwise, not required. Okay. Okay. So second component is power supply. So power supply is also important. So power supply is provide to power to all other modules. Okay. So here the power LED. So it is indication of the it is on or not. Okay, then error context. So any errors comes in the CPU, so you can connect the one contact. Okay, then field ground terminal. Okay, so LG terminals, power input terminal cover. Okay, 24 and 24. So it is also you can use the error. Okay, so this is the line and neutral. Okay, so single phase is required, line and neutral. Okay, 100 to 240 watt. So according to this supply voltage, there are also different type of the power supplies. Okay, so 24 volt power supply also available. And this power supply, how we can choose? So it is depend on the your requirement capacity of the power. Okay, means current. Okay, so R61 CPU, R62 CPU, and sorry, R61 power supply, R62 power supply, and R64 power supply, and R63 power supply. So this is DC input supply model. Okay, 24 volt DC is required, and other powers is 100 to 240 watt. But what is the difference between this all? So it is different on the current capacity. Okay, so rated output current is 6.5 ampere. This is 3.5 ampere, and this is 9 ampere. Okay. So any another feature and functions is available, you can see here. Okay, how you can check power supply voltage drop selection through the engineering tool. So whenever you connect, check and power supply capacity and IO points. So first connect the all IO modules, and thereafter fix it and then check. Uh, your it will be calculated till total number of IO's power. So this total number of IO all modules power should be equal to this power supply. Okay, so you can check directly in your software GX Works3. Okay, and this is the IO module, input output module. So AC input output module. So it is depend on the 16 point. Okay, you can see here 16.32 point. Okay, so RX10 is a 16 point, RX40C7 is a 16 point, RX41C4 is a 32 point. So how you can define this as 64 point or 32 point or 16 points? So it's very easy. Okay, so you can see here this 0. Okay, 0 0 1 2 2 means 64 point. Okay, so already here I told you na, so you can connect like number of this. Okay, number of IU is a 4096. Okay, point. So here this number is 4096 point. Okay, this is 16 point. So up to 4096 points you can use for this CPU. Okay, so this DC input module is positive, negative, common share type. Okay, so either you can common the negative or a positive, anyone you can common. Okay, not an issue. DC high speed input module, so positive common type. So there are the two type. If you want to common with positive, or if you want to go common with negative, so according to you can purchase. Okay, these both are the, you can see this PC and this is NC. Okay, PC is a positive common and NC is a negative common. Okay, and 400 means 16 points. Okay, and about the output models, so output model, contact output model, so you can see is a transistor type output model. So in transistor type there are two types: sync type and source type. Sync type and source type. Okay, there are one. Okay, so 12 to 24 volt. Okay, 16 point, 32 point, and 64 point. Okay, so as per your requirement, you can purchase. Sorry. So 16 point you can directly connect with the connection, you can directly connect it on module, but in the 32 point and 64 point require the 40 pin connector is required. Okay, RY41 NT2P, RY42 NT2P, so connector is required. Okay, so here only the option sync type and source type in transistor type. Okay, so according to your, you want to require common positive or common negative, according to that you can purchase. Okay, so input output common module also available, so you can use this in one module. Input also available and output also available. Okay, so this is the module RH42C and NT2P. Okay, blank cover module. So if you know, if you want to uh, if you any space blank on the base track, so you can use the blank cover module. Okay, and then analog input module. Okay, analog input module, 16-bit high resolution, 32 scaling and shifting operation using the parameter settings, enhanced alarm warning features available, filtering and high accuracy noise. Okay, so this is the analog input module. So this is the analog input module R6084, ADV, ADI8. ADV means only voltage configuration, ADI8 only current configuration. Okay, so this is the, but you want to require the isolated, so you can select the R6088G. Okay, this is 8 channel, this is 16 channel, this is 8 channel temperature input, only RTD, only thermocouple. Okay, so there are different type of the analog modules available. Okay, you can see the R6084, R60ADV8. Okay, only voltage, only current combination, but isolated. Okay, 40 pin connector is required. Okay, okay, and this is the digital input value range you can see here, and analog output minus 10 to 10 volt you can configure. Okay, and okay, so analog output also available. So R6084 4 channel voltage or current, R60ADV8 8 channel voltage current available. Okay, so only voltage, only current required in analog output module, so you can choose. Otherwise, R60DA4 is a only analog input output combined model. Okay, this is the combined model. If you want to only voltage and only current, so you can choose according to also. Okay, then positioning module. So positioning module also available. So RD75 P2 75 4 4. So you can connect number of axis. So according to your number of axis, you can choose this model 2, 4, 2. Okay, each degree available, positioning data available. Okay, 40 pin connector is required for that. Okay, this is a simple module axis. Simple motion module available. So RD77, RD77 MS2, RD77 MS4, RD70 MS8, RD70 MS16 available. So number of axis 2, 4, 8, 16 is available. So operating, this is operating side. You can use the unit of each degree. Okay. Servo amplifier connection, SSC net base, SSC net 3/H. Servo system control network. Okay, 40 pin connector, and this is a control system, P2P, path control, speed positioning, switching, acceleration, deceleration, function. Okay, so all the functions are available in simple motion. Okay, high speed counter module also available. Okay, this is the high speed counter module RD62P2, RD62P2E, and RD62D2. Okay, this is the high speed counter module. Okay, and this is the network model. So if you want to share the only data with PLC to PLC, okay, one PLC to another PLC, so you can use the CC-Link IE control network. Okay, so like as DCS type, so up to 1 Gbps speed you can share the data. Okay, 120K word you can share data. and this module is RJ71 GP20-SX. Okay, this module is a fiber optic base. Okay, then Syslink iFill network module. This is another network is Syslink iFill network module. In this network module, you can connect the remote IO as well as you can communicate the data with the CPU. Okay, different kind of topologies means supporting star topology, ring topology, line configuration. You can okay, Syslink iFill network. Okay, also Syslink iFill network also possible. So you can communicate the in star topology means robot data, HMI, VFD, all the you can connect. RJ71, GF11, T2. This is Syslink iFill network model. Okay, Syslink master model. Okay, so this is the RJ61 BT11 and this is the RS485 base model. Okay, Ethernet interface also available. So 1 Gbps to 10 Mbps available. So you can use for the communication to require you want to share the data with Syslink iFill, Syslink I control or other third-party devices on Ethernet-based communication you can perform. Okay, so this is RJ71 EN71. So this module you can configure Syslink I control network, Syslink I field network, and Ethernet network. Okay, only one module you can choose only one this. Means this port you can configure P1, P2. So Syslink I field and Syslink control like that. Okay, and then serial communication you can perform this serial communication means RS232, RS485 that type communication also you can perform using the RJ71 C24, okay, RJ71 C24 R2 and R4 models. Okay, so for this programming only require GX Works3 software. So, okay, so all the things you can perform via GX Works3. Okay, so GX Works3 is a software. GX Works3 is a software you can make a programming for iQR PLC as well as iQ-R series PLC. Okay, so this is the latest software of the Mitsubishi PLC, means iQR series and iQF series PLC. Okay, so this is the small introduction of the iQR series PLC. If you have any query, in this session, so you can comment and comment on it. Okay, so I will also take the one theoretical part of the iQF series PLC. Okay, I will give the introduction of the iQF series PLC also. Okay, so if you have liked this session and this video, so please like and comment. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. Goodbye and take care.